I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Karoline Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming upon them.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. Karoline Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming upon them. What if we told you that the drama surrounding The View has reached a level so explosive that it could change the face of daytime television forever?
Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you.
Buckle up, because we're diving deep into what's shaping up to be one of the most chaotic and scandalous legal battles in entertainment history. Karoline Leavitt is back, and this time she's not just rattling cages. She's shaking the entire foundation of The View and its parent network, ABC. If you thought her first lawsuit was dramatic, wait until you hear what's unfolding now, because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. She said there will be no wokeness here. Oh yeah, let me explain something to you. Let's rewind for a moment. Karoline Leavitt, a rising conservative voice and now White House press secretary, made headlines a while back after suing The View for defamation and exposing what she claimed was a culture of bias and manipulation behind the scenes. That lawsuit was already a bombshell, sending shockwaves through the media and sparking endless debates. But just when you thought she might move on, boom, she's back with a second lawsuit, and this one is even more explosive. Karoline is coming for The View with allegations of workplace harassment, defamation, and even accusations of ABC using artificial intelligence tools to influence public opinion. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just about personal insults or petty grudges anymore. This is about systemic media manipulation.
And Karoline Leavitt isn't just making headlines, she's also rewriting history. At 27, the New Hampshire native has become the youngest White House press secretary ever.
So, let's talk about the accusations. According to Karoline's legal team, they've uncovered some shocking evidence, including leaked emails and whistleblower testimonies, that allegedly show ABC executives colluding with tech companies to suppress negative content about The View and amplify positive coverage. Think about that. If true, this isn't just about a daytime talk show throwing shade at a political figure. It's about a network allegedly using advanced technology to control the narrative and silence voices it doesn't agree with. Karoline claims this isn't just a fight for her reputation. It's a fight for transparency and fairness in media. And honestly, whether you love her or hate her, you have to admit that's a bold move. Karoline Leavitt isn't just making headlines. She's also rewriting history. At 27, the New Hampshire native has become the youngest White House press secretary ever. Now, let's get into the chaos that's erupting behind the scenes at The View. The hosts, particularly Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, are reportedly in full-blown
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
Panic mode. Sources say that when the news of the second lawsuit broke, the set turned into a scene of absolute mayhem. Whoopi allegedly stormed off to her dressing room, fuming and demanding answers. She reportedly shouted, "How did we let this happen again?" Meanwhile, Joy Behar, who initially brushed the lawsuit off as a publicity stunt, quickly realized the severity of the situation when sponsors started pulling their ads. Yes, you heard that right. Corporate sponsors are jumping ship, and if you know anything about the television industry, you know that losing backers is the final blow. Here's where it gets even messier. Just as ABC executives were scrambling to figure out how to handle this legal nightmare, a hacker group calling themselves Ghost Signal dropped a bombshell on social media. They leaked what they claim are internal ABC emails showing how the network worked behind the scenes to suppress negative stories about The View. One email reportedly even discussed blacklisting
selection. Think about your life under Donald Trump 4 years ago. Think about your life today under Vice President Kamala Harris.
Conservative commentators from appearing on major platforms. Let's just say, if these leaks are authentic, they could spell disaster not just for The View, but for ABC as a whole. Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt. If you think the hosts are handling this well, think again. Reports from insiders suggest that tensions among the panelists have reached an all-time high. During a pre-show meeting, Sunny Hostin allegedly lashed out at producers, demanding to know why they weren't warned about the leaks. Alyssa Farah, who has already been at odds with her co-hosts over their treatment of conservatives, has reportedly been eerily quiet, fueling rumors that she might be considering leaving the show altogether. Whoopi, in particular, is said to be livid, feeling betrayed by the network and even her fellow hosts.
Well, the president has already taken a very strong stance on this issue this week with the signing of his executive order, a few executive orders in this space.
And Joy, let's just say she's not hiding her frustration, reportedly telling staffers, "If we lose this one, I'm done." Behind the scenes, producers are said to be scrambling to keep the show afloat amid the chaos. Sources reveal that emergency meetings are now held daily, with executives debating whether radical changes to the panel are necessary to save their reputation. Some insiders are even suggesting the possibility of bringing on a more conservative-leaning voice to balance out the panel and attempt to repair the damage. However, this idea has reportedly been met with fierce resistance from Joy Behar, who allegedly argued, "We don't need more conservatives. We need management to have our backs." The tension in the room, one insider said, is palpable. Think about your life under Donald Trump 4 years ago. Think about your life today under Vice President Kamala Harris. Things took an even stranger turn when rumors began swirling that Alyssa Farah Griffin might be in contact
In the media, because I think it's a real fallacy that there's this alleged lack of transparency when it comes to Doge. President Trump and Elon Musk have been incredibly
with Karoline Leavitt's camp. While there's no direct evidence to confirm this, the mere possibility has sent shockwaves through the show's production team. Some staffers believe that Alyssa's silence during pre-show meetings is a sign she's distancing herself from the growing scandal, potentially to preserve her own career. If Alyssa jumps ship, it's over, one insider reportedly said. The optics of that would be devastating. Meanwhile, Karoline supporters are seizing the moment to pile on even more pressure. Conservative influencers have started petitioning for a boycott of The View, urging viewers to turn off their TVs and advertisers to pull their funding until the show is either restructured or cancelled altogether. The hashtags #CancelTheView and #TheViewExposed are trending across multiple platforms, with thousands of posts calling for accountability for a show that has weathered countless controversies in the past.
So oftentimes we were dealt with defending some of the things that he had said or done, and it made it difficult because we were pushing forth policies that were really, really good.
This level of public backlash feels unprecedented, and it's clear that the storm isn't letting up anytime soon. Well, the president has already taken a very strong stance on this issue this week, with the signing of his executive orders, a few executive orders in this space. The public reaction to all of this has been nothing short of intense. Social media is ablaze with opinions, memes, and commentary. One fan wrote, "This is exactly what needs to be happening every time The View crosses the line. Take them to court." Another commented, "Didn't Goldberg show how vindictive she was when she dumped on a New York bakery?" The general sentiment seems